guys, I'm back. My apologies, it has been a minute, but I really appreciate all of my subscribers who are still waiting for my videos and watching them as soon as they come out. I wanted to say that I really appreciate you guys, and if you're new here, then welcome to the family, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, then go ahead and do so because I offer English study advice to high school students. Reading and comparing is a popular section of many English study designs at different schools. So I hope that by looking at these two texts coming up and comparing them slightly, I can prepare you with the right mindset to go away and do further analysis that is more in-depth. So today's pick is 1984 and Stasi-Land. Stasi-Land is a memoir-style recollection of the author Anna Funder's encounters with people affected by the years of the German Democratic Republic, also known as the GDR, or when Germany was divided into East and West. It marries the author's personal growth and development during her period of research with the personal histories of those who acted as both perpetrator and victim of the regime's atrocities. The result is an emotional and deeply human perspective of this heavily documented period of history, which delves into the lasting yet often invisible marks the GDR left on those it touched. 1984 is on the surface of the dystopian narrative of the struggles and ultimate downfall of a man named Winston. He lives in the depressingly grungy and hopeless world of Big Brother and the Party. If you've watched Big Brother, the reality TV series before, here's a fact for you: that Big Brother came from 1984, the novel. In a more profound sense, however, it is author George Orwell's warning concerning the possibilities inherent in the development of totalitarianism and how these might come to damage the human race. Let's talk about themes. Both Stasi-Land and 1984 delve into power and controlling of people. Stasi-Land has the Stasi, or GDR, who control the people, whilst in 1984 it is Big Brother and its party. However, there are some differences as well. In Stasi-Land, the power only belongs to the GDR, whereas in 1984 it's a collective agencies, so several parties that form one big power overall. There is also desperation and suffering. When we see people in the midst of conflict, what they will do in order to survive. However, there are some differences as well. We see the people struggle to escape the Stasi and live a normal life. Whereas in 1984, it's the inability to hide from the all-encompassing party which leads them to suffer. One tip that I have when comparing two books is you might have themes that are similar, but dig deeper and see the differences within those themes. Branch them out. Themes won't 100% overlap each other. There will also be differences within them too. Character analysis and comparison. We're just going to look at two main characters. When comparing the characters presented in these two texts, it's important to remember that Orwell's are fictional and Funder's are her retellings of people's real stories. Take care to avoid discussing Funder's characters as constructions and focus on how she has chosen to portray them. Anna Funder herself is an Australian author. She is pensive and deeply invested in the lives of those she interviewed. With Winston, he is an older, frail, intellectual party member with cynical and somewhat fatalistic tendencies. He is also pensive and seeks to understand the structure of the regime which rules him from an ideological perspective. Whilst Winston Smith is an insider, Anna Funder is an outsider who is looking in on what has happened with the GDR and its victims. But both of them are similar in that they're both observers of the world around them. In order to really understand these two books, you need to put on your history hat. It's really vital that you understand the political background when it comes to Stasi-Land, and the key is to not ignore things that you don't understand. So if you don't know what Eastern Bloc is, Marxism, communism, or the Iron Curtain, don't just overlook it and skip ahead. Make sure that you really do go into detail and find out what these means, because it's going to help with your understanding of both books to another scale. A final point that I'm going to leave you on is 1984 is a lot more philosophical. It's the potential of a society that may happen one day. And so as a result, think to yourself, is this something that could really happen? And if so, what would it feel like? Put yourself in Winston's shoes. And in this hypothetical situation, you'll find that you'll be able to understand him on a more human psychological level. Hopefully these points have given you a bit of a kickstart. If you wanted to read a complete study guide on it, then go ahead into to the link that I'll pop into the description box for you below, where you can read and also print off the PDF for the study guide so you can use it within your own time when studying. It's really great to be back. I have missed you guys, and just always let me know if you've got any questions or what you'd like me to do next. Put them in the comments below, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!